Hi and welcome to Be Still and Know with me, Dr. Micah Jazz. We often associate wisdom with the passing of the years. I was recently speaking with a young priest and I was explaining my rail fare was so much cheaper due to my senior rail card. Joking about my age and its benefits, he took up the conversation, adding to my list other key attributes that are to be respected, such as wisdom. Of course, inhabiting this aging frame, I do not immediately identify the passing of the years with the accumulation of wisdom, yet others mine its benefits without me knowing. There is equally a great wisdom accumulated over centuries by the Church and its members. In my youth, having entered upon a fresh and exciting adventure with Jesus, I was often quite scathing, even dismissive of those who had passed through life ahead of me, and the lessons they had both learnt and passed on. Everything was so fresh to me, and I simply assumed my skin-deep understanding of God and God's ways was sufficient for me and for everyone else. I assumed a far deeper understanding of God than in fact I actually had. Now, as a historian by training, I might have paused to remind myself that understanding is never built upon dismissing those who have passed through life before me. Whilst I might construct a different perspective on history, in contrast to earlier historians, I was not in a position simply to ignore their disciplined efforts in interpreting the past. Why was it I felt free of such constraints with my Christian faith? Naturally, the Spirit still speaks today. Yet God is never inconsistent, and therefore there is much for my benefit yet to be mined from the wisdom of the Church Fathers and the traditions established across the Church. Life, as we all discover, never proves to be smooth sailing. There are innumerable storms that can suddenly and often unexpectedly arise which rock our boat and cause us to fear for our life. Although we are skilled in Christian understanding and enjoy a vibrant friendship with God, no matter what we seek to do, we feel completely overwhelmed by the particular storm. Here is the time when, even as we struggle to discern Jesus in the storm itself, we're invited to lean upon the wisdom of those who have sailed upon life's troubled waters before us and accept their testimony that God was with them and is therefore with us, even when things look bleak and without an obvious satisfactory outcome. There is benefit in considering the testimony of others and in trusting the traditions of the Church. After all, the Church is still here 2,000 years after Christ. As we enter into the God space today, have you acknowledged the value of the traditions of the Church? All the stories of those who have remained stable in their faith despite impossible odds. If you can hold on to nothing else, take comfort from the wisdom gathered by the Church over the years. Amen. My life has been deeply enriched as I have read the writings of the Church Fathers and chosen to have confidence in the testimony and tradition of the Church. I look forward to your questions, comments and concerns. Write to me, micah.jazz@premier.org.uk, and I'll write back personally and in confidence as soon as I can. Visit premier.org.uk/Voice of Hope and follow along with these daily meditations at home. Also join me for Premier Life this Sunday as well as for Be Still and Know throughout the week. But for now, from me, Micah Jazz, it's goodbye and God bless.